Marksman. So, I'm playing with Icy Precision, Explosive Critical Hit, Exploit Weakness, Modified Longshot, and Ambush. There are a bunch of different ways to play Marksman. You could play without Icy, you could play without Critical Hit, you could even play without Modified Longshot. The only two cards that you really need are Exploit Weakness and Ambush to do your full, or well, solid amount of damage. You don't need Modified Longshot, but the reason why I keep it on is to get one-shots on Wardens as consistently as possible. Have the ability to kill carriers, do good damage against matriarchs, mainly for bossing, as well as scions. Scions will take 4 to 5 shots, I think, without modified longshot, and especially if you're not up there on your perks, it'll take a lot of shots to kill a scion. Then you could take those 5 shots, or you could always kill scions within 3 if you perk and have modified longshot on. And I like to run Icy Precision to help the team freeze the bosses. Like when I'm not doing as well, I'll freeze the enemies instead of killing them. And then Explosive Critical Hit, I like it just for the ammo purposes, because with Explosive Critical Hit, you'll be able to kill a lot of enemies within one shot, saving you a lot of ammo and time. Such as an example there, I killed 2 guys with 1 shot, 2 guys with 1 shot. Very nice way to save ammo. The best way to play Marksman is, really just sit in the back, go for the headshots, let them group up a bit. Like right now, I could kind of get these guys grouped up and get a big chunk like that right there. And then as it goes for aim, I mean, I'm not like the best marksman or whatever. Like I can barely hit a moving freaking target, to be honest. Turn off aim assist, and then you can turn it back on whenever you feel like you just want to go cheat, basically. Because when you have it off and you're used to it off and you're good without it on, then you could just track them pretty well and headshot very consistently. And then when you turn it on, you'll hit like a good 95% of your shots compared to 90 without aim assist after practice. Sometimes, like when I first turned off aim assist, it was definitely a transition. I probably only hit 60 to 70% of my shots. But that was also due to an issue with my thumbs at the time. And then when it goes for perks, you get your damage, you get your ammo capacity. Even if you don't have explosive, you don't really need the feedback boost. I probably should have deposited a little more, to be honest. Not be a greedy teammate. You don't need a locker, but you definitely can use one. If you don't have explosive critical hit, then it is nice having a locker. If you have explosive, then you don't need one. You could just perk properly, or accordingly, more accurate, and save 2,000 power at the end of each wave, and then just buy your long shots. Very nice and simple. Oh, do I want to put that on there? Yeah, well. And then yeah, you could perk and just buy your long shots. And then if you get a locker, you only need 2 slots on a level 3 or a level 4. So you could share a locker with someone like, say, a robotics expert, or potentially like a torque bow striker. Yeah. So deposit, and then they'll just deposit everything, buy a flame, toss it, he'll upgrade my locker, bring me back, and then I'll have 2 long shots. Oh my goodness, he buys a sentry. Love to see it. Not really. When it comes to other options on the cards, you could run Patience. Like Patience, it's not a great card, but honestly I liked it. Running with Patience, Critical Parade, and then what was the other one I used? Icy Precision. Yeah, I used those three with Exploit Weakness and Ambush. And you could definitely play, you know, Explosive with Critical Parade, or you could play Explosive without Critical Parade. You know, it's really preference. And then there's also, oh, what is that other card? Steady Hand. Steady Hand gives you like 65% screen shake reduction, which it's not the most necessary card, but it is kind of nice when you're going with like sluggers and you're going with tacticians, or even when you're just fighting an elite drone. It could also be some help. Spare like that temporarily. Then when you have your ammo capacity perked up, you can buy a incendiary, and you could have, you know, 3 when you have it level 5 up until you get it to level 10. And once you get it level 10, you can have 4 flames, which is kind of helpful against matriarchs. But wardens, you can. Oh man, I missed that. Against wardens, in the ult, you just one tap them. Why did I didn't move? No, that's just unlucky. Focusing on some shots here. Blade Master's got the warden on that side taken care of. Who? What? How did the warden get back here? I guess the warden breached from right side. That's crazy. Well, as you've seen there, Icy Precision takes effect. The sucky thing about... Oh, wow. You made me back. The sucky thing about Icy Precision is that it only works on the Marksa and the M-Bar. It doesn't work with the... Well, it's not surprising it doesn't work with the Torque Bow. But it doesn't work with the Torque Bow or the Long Shot. Except for one situation where... the game bugged on him, so he consumed my long shot. But the one exception is where you can freeze wardens with your long shot in your ultimate. Your ultimate will increase your damage by 1 time for each wall. So if you're shooting through 5... Wow, I can't believe I missed that. If you're shooting through 5 walls, then that'll be 5 times damage. 1 wall, you'll just do normal. 2 walls, you know, you'll do double. So then you can get some easy one-shots on Wardens, Sentinels, Guardians, of course. Through enough walls, you know, you can kill the Scions with ease. You can get the snipe, you know, you see and shoot through walls, which, I mean, that's in the description. I like to use the ult kind of in between boss waves, so then I have it on the boss waves, and then I can just wipe the wave and leave the bosses for, you know, the team, and then I can freeze the bosses, so then we can just get them done with quick, because freeze damage boosts the damage that they take. They need an ammo box. And then I also kind of like to use the ult just to kill the last sniper sometimes. That it's just in the back of the base or whatever. And, you know, Marksman's pretty simple. You just shoot at their head and blow stuff up. You can, speaking of like, options, you can use the M-Bar. Wow, I'm just missing shots. You can use the M-Bar with the M-Bar card, and then that's pretty solid. But the M-Bar is not very great, you know, in the ultimate, because you have to wait the whole charge up, as to where the long shot, you just have to reload. I can't really see through that turret. And then I just couldn't hit the headshot, because I just don't really play Marksman these days. Used to be very good with Marksman. And if you want, the most fun way to play Marksman, and annoying for your team, is you have your aim assist off for a long time, you turn it back on, and then you use long shot handling, and that is just crazy. You just kill everything. Your teammates don't get more than 5 kills a wave, and I mean, games go by fast, which it's good if you're trying to level up some people. Like, you got one boss killer, you got you, and then you got someone building, whether they're an engineer or not, and then the other 2 dudes just don't go down instantly, and then they could be people leveling up. Right there, I shot just to get my active back real quick, because in this game, when you expend a mag, you will get your active back. So I seen a Scion back there. I'm gonna hit my ult. Not quite a one-shot, and the reason why it wasn't a one-shot is because I'm not perked up enough. I've got 6 and a 5, but that was a one-shot, which is actually strength. That was probably his positioning, so he was throwing up walls. But you don't want to go to 10 so early. I went to 10 really early. Not too sure why I did that. Can't see that guy. I'm just gonna leave him. Get these taps.
Energy tap upgraded. All set. Slick.
Get back in my spot. 16 shots. This one should be full. Yep. Go ahead. Swap. Get 30. Shouldn't ever need 30, but I have gone through quite a few before. I think the most I've gone through in a wave is probably 20 or 25, and that was on a run where I wasn't using explosive headshot, so it makes sense. Oh man, almost hit that. Would have been a good hit there, because the explosion would have hit the warden and almost killed him, and then I probably could have reloaded and headshot him and just killed him, so he wouldn't be alive right now. Right here, try to use the Marksman passive, shoot through the Snatcher. I'm missing the boom shot Scion behind him though. There we go. Get an angle on this guy. Boom. Get these taps. Yeah, I didn't use my ult, so didn't really do a lot there, but I mean, I didn't need to use my ult. I got teammates doing good. Perk up. For perking on Marksman, I don't know why I'm going over this so late when I should have done it at the beginning, but you want to keep, with all classes like this, you want to keep it like a 1-1 ratio, and then the one that's higher, if there is one that's higher, you always want it to be your base damage and not your crit, because you won't always crit. So then you might as well do the most base damage as possible. So then when you don't crit, you do more damage than if you were to do a body shot, but you only have crit damage. So then you do a lot less. Bastions, you just aim at the middle of them, get them out. Oh wow, missed active. Scions, they've got a little wobble to them. Most drones kind of walk in a very linear pattern, but Scions, they wobble, and sometimes that could throw you off. Then what are enemies? Juvies. Juvies are honestly, to me, they're just luck. Like, sometimes you'll shoot underneath their arm somehow, you'll shoot like underneath their leg. Other times you'll shoot at their chest and it actually ends up being their head because of how they move. So Juvies, you could just wait a second, like say a Juvie's moving around, you wait a second and then you just pull it, and then that gets me some headshots on him sometimes. On Overload, I do like to look up here and get those headshots up there. It's just kind of a fun thing to do. It's not really that good. Oh, there goes the Slugger. Always fun to see. Not a one-shot on a Bastion. Wow. That's actually kind of surprising. Trying to get this Molter Scion out of the way for the team. Get my ult over here. Yeah, there's a ward, Mulcher Scion and a warden here. The warden's maces do count as a wall, so if you can get him to open up his maces, or not open up, sorry, lock up with those maces, yeah, definitely let him. So then you can get the one shot. Because other times you'll just knock his helmet off. Let's see if I can headshot this juvie. Nope. There we go. Little flick on the head. Wow. Accidentally moved to the other cover. Just slowed me down. Negated the whole purpose of me doing the slide. And then there I didn't cancel it. Decent movement. Pretty mediocre actually. And then at the end, you know, team doesn't need money, so I can just perk feedback boost. Probably get my ult back and hit it this wave, and then I think I might even be able to get it back again next wave. Who's using boom shots? I have no idea who's using boom shots. Maybe the mechanic is. Look for a shot. Hit the Mulcher. He's dropping down. Oh wow, I aimed too high. Get a nice collateral there. Shot over here. Shot over here. That guy's gonna bleed out. I don't need to active because I'm in my ult on the drones. I need to hit this Mulcher though. There we go. Hit that Mulcher. Hit the reload, come on. Pop the Mulcher. Get the boom. Get the sniper. Oh, missed. It's all good. We only got 2 enemies left. I'm gonna try and go for a hip fire here. Nope. If you stand still, the shot will go right where you're aimed at, which is pretty nice. I've done a couple hip fires. Some of them are nice. Like right now, I'm straight, not moving, and it shoots straight. But if I'm moving, then it'll shoot, you know, weird.
Scooping up some energy.
Swap long shots here. I don't know why there's so many booms on here.
All right. Good to go. Yeah, that's right.
Now, going into this boss wave, I've got half my ult charge, so I can most definitely get my ult back and probably ult the ward. Let's see here. Get this Bastion. I missed his head. Oh wow, I'm tensing up.
He's crawling away.
Hit that guy. I'm gonna get the ult. Get the Scions out of here. Don't know why I did so little damage. Boom, got the Scion. 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 Sniper. There we go. Didn't actually need Icy Precision that game. I mainly have it on as a precaution. Like if I'm doing bad and we're struggling and the bosses get to the base, then I can, you know, just freeze them. Drop a GG. Then you don't really need Icy if, you know, like that game, it went well, so I didn't need it. The Blade Master did a good job killing the bosses. There's stats if you want to pause on that, but I mean, doesn't really matter. Then I'm gonna back out here, go over the cards real quick. So you could run Critical Parade, you could run Long Shot Handling. Sorry about all the uhs. I'll just take a pause rather than having the annoying every 2 seconds. Patience, pretty good. I think the loadout I ran was this? No. I might not have had long shot handling, and I might have had icy. I think I ran this build once, and this was pretty cool. So I kept the ult up, I froze stuff. I got my ult back quick because of patience. As long as you don't get hit, which that game I barely got hit at all, so most of the time I would have patience. But the big downside of patience is if you get hit once, you have to wait 2 minutes for it to start working again, which is just really long. But I mean, the card is called patience. Then, wow, I say a lot. Long shot handling is definitely nice, especially with explosive critical hit. Just being able to go from headshot, explosion, explosion. I do kind of like this, not having modified long shot and having icy as a backup, or critical parade even. Pretty good, but I like this just so then I can one shot juvies to the body. Oh wow, I really say a lot. Sorry about that. That's the way I like to play Marksman, and thank you for watching.